Hello everybody and welcome on into the Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 10 matchup between the C4 Chimps and the Random Jimmies. We have got ourselves an interesting match ahead of us. Both these teams kind of having a struggling start to the beginning of the season here, but of course the C4C kind of gaining momentum as of right now. The Random Jimmies still trying to figure it out. The randomness factor not leading to many wins so far this season, but they could potentially turn it around. But I can go ahead and do a ping as well in the server so everybody knows we're live. But in the meantime, I do want to do one more plug here. We just received our merchandise from our first wave, and my god, it actually turned out a lot better than I expected. The hats, swag mode, the fully embroidered Aurora logo on them. I will send out some samples, some sample images so you guys can see, and the next lineup for merch should be coming up shortly. The next order will be starting here. And since that's happening, we are again starting the if you Twitch Prime sub or you server boost or you donate to the league in any way through Venmo or whatever, you will be added in for a drawing for a free piece of merchandise. So, of course, if you're able, use your Twitch Primes, boost the server, do whatever you want, support the league, and get a chance to take home some swag of your own. So, let's see, I gotta do a quick announcement here. We are live again. Woo! I'm sorry for another solo cast because I've been doing this a lot recently. So you just gotta hear me talk for like an hour and a half straight. So I apologize for that. So let's say we are live again for the chili Chimps and the Random Jimmies. I can't do too many things at once here. My brain is actually overheating right now. And Random Jimmies on the main channel with me. Solo cast. Smile. Then we'll just go ahead and we'll get the link in there. And then we should be able to hop on in. Both these teams have given me their lineups. We have some interesting lines coming from the Chile Chimps, potentially playing with their food a little bit here on our first map of Ilios. They are running an unorthodox lineup from what we've been used to seeing from them. We have EJ on the tank and Poke on the support. So interesting little turn up here potentially. I think they said they may be doing some randomness, to correlate with the Jimmies to give them, I guess, a chance of being equal grounds. We do a transflect in here, of course, ringing for Sly. So new look from the Random Jimmies as well. Life Weaver is in rotation now. Yes, since he is in comp. Okay, I think we are finally ready to go. Booty Mat 5 playoffs. You and me do blood match instead of 5v5. I will gladly do that. I will lose, but honestly, it'd be a lot more fun for everybody. Any juicers in chat? We got some chat. Talk about the juicers. We'll let the chat roll on in here. We do have 10 people. Of course, this is a solo cast, more of a couch cast style, so, feel free to go all crazy in the chat. Aurora Borealis. Yes, Vasher. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, at this part of the country, localized entirely within the bounds of your Overwatch League. Yes. And you cannot see it. Alright, both teams are R, so we're going to be heading on in here to our first map. I guess not. I was absolutely trolled by giving me the R, so I apologize on that. Sock Swanic for Chad. Okay, so a new lineup. We got Thunderchronic and Poke on the support line and Chad on the DPS. A bit of a new look for this squad, of course, like I said. Now we can go into our first map of Ilios. Ilios is one of those maps you can see a lot of things run. You can see that brawl, you can see that die. A lot of these teams kind of have their strengths. We do have a Random Jimmy, so you prefer that brawly style with Nort Logic on the tank, but can also play that Diva. Haven't really seen the Winston all that much. Also, I couldn't get Life Weaver to work with the lobby codes for last match. That's a great question. Well, I guess I didn't know that, so I'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Potentially something to do with the... Yeah, the hero roster, he's just not enabled. So we'll go ahead and turn him on. Okay, hopefully we don't have the problems that we did last time where I had to restart the lobby like 16 different times, but now that Lifeweaver is enabled, we should be good to go. Preferred dads are unavailable. I love Overwatch. Anyway, we are starting off here on Ilios. We did in fact get the same first map as we did before the reset of Well. Well is one of those maps where you can see that dive come out, or some hog shenanigans, the Orisa, and we have someone crashing. So we've already had to pause the game again. I love Overwatch. Applying updates. Okay, so hi chat, how are you? Because we again have to wait. Guys, I need to play Lifeweaver. Connectivity, like to play Lifeweaver. Sadly, connectivity is not ready to play the game, so we will. And we have Shittyfish coming in. I don't think he's going to be playing, so we'll be waiting on that. And of course, with this amazing Overwatch competitive, I should say competitive, but I should say custom games, you can't play on the central servers on it, so you get 80 ping if you're in central. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the stats because sometimes life just sucks. You're not allowed to do anything fun. Okay, so Ilios. Naldo was in purgatory. We're going to do a restart. And this should hopefully be the last time for the love of God. I am sick of being the solo caster and then forced to do all this stuff in the lobby as well. So we did not get Well a third time, but we still got Ruins. So Ruins is more of a long-range hit scan kind of preferred map. You can see that Widowmaker, you can see the Ash, but you can also see the Brawl on point. So a lot of different looks here for both our squads. We could see, I mean, if both teams are begging for Lifeweaver to be enabled, I think Lifeweaver could be a big part of both these teams' compositions. Should be something new in Aurora we don't see very often. Lifeweaver, of course, seen some play in Overwatch, but only against the Vegas Eternal. But he does have some utility, which could play a big factor here. We got the petals, we got the Tree of Life. I don't know. Lifeweaver just sucks. He just sucks. I don't know what else to say. But we do have Ninja Drew locking it in. I don't think we'll be seeing this coming out from the side of the random Jimmies. But looking at the C4 Chimps, I would not be shocked to see this coming out. EJ on the run, of course. Sorry, he is on tank, so it is JE question mark. JE exclamation point. Ready to go, ready to fight. But Chad, of course, on that Reaper connectivity, has shown up in this league this season as a rookie and putting some starter performances on the hits game despite his team's potential struggles. But they are running out on this. Okay, we're going to full spam with the Torb, the Sigma, and the Ash. Potentially expecting this kind of brawl style. Could be playing that long-range advantage here. As they start to move forward here, JE walking forward, looking to swing it on opposition. But the entire field is forced very early, and a nice burn from Bronx coming in. Trash flying low as Chad tries to take some space, but the spam is sustaining a little bit. However, the G4 Chimps are ready to go right back in here as kind of an awkward spot right now for this spam composition. They're kind of stuck on this low ground, taking this fight in the face of this brawl, and Transfight's going to get isolated out here. Has the Edo, has the overload. Will survive here just a little bit longer here. Poke almost has this window again, but the point does flip early here for the side of the C4 Chimps. As the first blood is drawn, as Chad takes on the DPS line right now of the random Jimmies as they are sent back packing. And it appears the first cap is going to be there and going to sustain a little bit longer here for C4 Chimps. Nice draw from Nort Logic. Will get Sonic low, but they will get on time, and the window from Poke is invested. And they're just going to chill just a little bit longer here. They take the space and look, it's very slow play right now out from the random Jimmies as C4 Chimps look to get this advantage going early. JE almost has a flux here, but an early flux out from Nort Logic. The shatter could be huge though. Coming down, looking for you on top. He forced early. EJ has the shatter. We'll just slam it right on down Bronx's face, and Lion Saga on the floor as well. As it's just Nord, sadly, left alone, trying to stay alive as long as possible, but Chad just walks him down, and Pokes get the finishing blow. So there we go. We are finally at a spot where we can analyze this a little bit. A huge shatter out from EJ started that fight. Nort did use that flux, get locked up 3 members, but nobody falling. 4 ults here for the side of random Jimmies that could look for an engage here when the Tree of Life takes some space, as well as Saga with that Coalescence could be a big play. But connectivity has the High Noon as well as Chad's Death Blossom. Sonic will have this beat to sustain through a lot of these ults coming here. Look at this flanking Saga Coalescence as well. So many ults on all these sides coming here. Transfight looking for a drop. First blood out. EJ goes down, and there we go. Random Jimmies with a 2K advantage here. They do flip the point. All the chaos. Chad not able to touch long enough there. As the point flips for the Random Jimmies, they had to use 3 ults to do so. And you did force out the Death Blossom, but Sonic Runner still has this beat for the recontest. But now you're walking into spam as the Brawl's going to be a lot harder to take the space as freely as you did on the defense. So this could be an advantage here for Random Jimmies. They have a really awkward turret spot there for Transfight. I like that one. Fedora Master taking some notes. But they do still have this Tree of Life for the recontest. But just walking on through a pretty good rotation count right now from the C4 Chimps. As the high noon comes out from connectivity, some skulls locking down. The rock just barely misses from Nort Logic. Falling very low. The shield is there in time for Nort to stay alive, but Ninja Drew goes down before he can use that Tree of Life. The Manic Grenade, not going to find anything, but the Skill Lord from Saga will claim 1. But the point does flip in the Chaos. It's a 2 for 2 right now. But the Chimps have this point as well as the Immortality Field. They have the window from Poke, and they can use that if they need to do so. But Saga going down kind of spells defeat here for the Random Jimmies in this fight as EJ just walks down the front line here with the charge. He turns that Shatter. Nort using that Flux as kind of desperation mode right now as Sonic Ronic has the beat to sustain EJ through all that pressure. Here comes the Tree of Life here on the point, but nothing really coming out of it right now. Norley just can heal right back up here, but Sonic will get the first pick. Does pay for it though with a bit of over-aggression here. The Shadow from EJ is close, but a nice pull from Ninja 2 will keep the Torb alive. The Shadow comes down onto Saga. Saga falling low, but the Blaze Strike misses! But the C9, they can't touch the point! The body block is too good from EJ. They cannot touch the points. Oh, that's devastating right there for the Random Jimmies. You had the chance to go back in there and to possibly sustain through all that damage, but just couldn't quite get in. That is a J-E exclamation point moment. In fact, we're gonna hit him with it right there as he puts in the work on the Reinhardt. And, I mean, the Random Jimmies had some good moments there, but I think they just sadly did overinvest in that 1 point to flip the point back, and they couldn't really sustain it. A good rotation coming through from the side of the Chile Chimps to avoid all the spam, to go through that small room, take that point with their high noon. So a good play from them so far, but this Life Weaver is doing something here from Ninja Drew. He's certainly performing in the video games. The Tree of Life kept Nort through all that pressure, but they just couldn't quite get the kills they wanted. But still the same style of combos from both these sides, and now a nice dynamite up from Bronx, 30% to his Bob already. So a lot of spam, a lot of damage, and connectivity finds the opening headshot though on the Saga. Losing out on that Moira, that's a lot of healing now. EJ sees that as an opportunity, walks forward here with the charge, and connectivity with the second one in this fight. And there you have it, connectivity with the 3K. Despite the opening damage up from Bronx, not going to be nearly enough to sustain through all that damage. Poke with another window here, basically. The Dynamite's potentially doing a bit more harm than good here for the side of Random Jimmies as they try to take some pressure, take some point presence. Nort Logic can swap off of that signal over onto the Junker Queens. Not a bad swap at all. Potentially, I would like to see Ramatra maybe to go into this competition, but the Junker Queen can still work. There is no cleanse when he has that ultimate, when he has the bleed. No Kiriko to be seen. Now it's going to go aggressive here. Nort Logic going to walk forward with the Junker Queen. Has the axe and swings on through. Lands on a lot of members right now and still has the shutback connectivity. Finds the opening blow on the Bronx. Connectivity is finding a lot of nice headshots here. A lot of nice damage with the Storm Arrows. But the Skill Orb is going to just barely not take down connectivity. But they kind of had this weird comp right now for the side of Random Jimmies who have this bar without the Mercy. So Transfest's going to be finding it really rough here to get as aggressive as he possibly would if he had that Mercy. Taking some space here, but the Poke has the window in cages right now. Saga on the flank, tries to get that Skull Orb in, not going to find anything, but Poke finds the opening blow on Nort Logic. With that tank down, it's going to be very hard for the Random Jimmies to walk on in and put the pressure in on the Chile Chimps. Connectivity goes forward yet again, looking for more blood here. Connectivity can't quite get Ninja Drew. As Transflect tries to clean him up, but Transflect will get one with the Conk Grenade, no less. Killing the damage, but 3 kills here for the side of the C4C. And Random Jimmies packing yet again, 72%, and not a single ult for the side of Random Jimmies. They're building it towards a lot of them right now, but connectivity has this Dragon. EJ with the Shadow, Chad with the window, with the wall. There's a lot of ults here for C4C to sustain through all this potential spam damage coming out right now from Random Jimmies. Transfect returning here, almost has a barrage, Bronx to the Bob as well, could use it, touch the point, put some pressure on. But a nice Dragon right now from connectivity. Nort Logic goes down, only got 2 with that Rampage, but doesn't really get a follow-up on that. Transfect falls in the well, question mark. The Shatter comes down, but only locks anybody down. Now the Tree of Life is blocking Bob right now and keeping him alive throughout this fight. Chad is playing behind the wall right now. And yeah, not too much the Random Jimmies can do against all this pressure right now from the C4C, as they're going to take our first map right now of Iliosa. Desperation touch from Norlogic on the Wrecking Ball and Transfer, potentially turnable, but the Immortality Field comes out for a poke to keep the team alive. So spam damage cover from Transfer Bronco over onto the Tracer right now. We have Ninja Drew turning on the Lucy as well. It's not done just yet. Might call this too soon. Transfer trying to build up some damage here, but the C9 not going to happen again. Poke will get the outline to blow here. Poke has a window here in the back line to put some damage in. EJ flying very low in the front line, but we'll keep them back right now. We do have Bronx to clean this pressure here on the Tracer, but a nice boot from Ninja Drew. So again, this could be turnable here. Sonic Rock returns a favor over onto Norlogic. The sort of charge in from EJ right over on the Moira. We'll get the swing on through Killing Saga, and both supports are down now for the Random Jimmies. Now it's just a matter of time before Ilios goes the way of the Chile Chimps. Random Jimmies showing a better fight there towards the end, but not going to be enough as the C4C are able to stay themselves on the point, sit their butts down, and get pretty strong. Connectivity, the Diamond Roll Challenger, definitely showing up more like a Masters or GM player on the Sanzo. So much work done, so many arrows finding their mark. Getting the kills, and it appears that a lot of teams don't really, or the Chile Chimps don't quite understand what the Random Jimmies are up to right now. But, don't want to go anywhere our side of this break. We will continue this match between the C4C and the Random Jimmies. Do the Jimmies have a bit of luck in them? I guess I have to wait and see our side of this break.
I will never forgive you!
the purest.
And welcome on back to this match between the C4C and the Random Jimmies in the Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 10. We hope you're all enjoying your stay. Make sure to use your prediction points in the predictions or in the poll below and potentially win something. I don't know. Anyway, I guess in the meantime I can go ahead and shill out for my own merch. Merch is back and better than ever. We just received our first shipment today, and it looks great. So if you did order merch, it will be on its way. I'll be contacting you shortly regarding payments / shipping addresses and whatever. But if you are trying to get your hands on some merch and don't want to spend any money, you can do so by subscribing to the Twitch channel, by boosting our server, donating to the league via Venmo, whatever. Anything you do will get your name in the hat for a potential drawing at some free merchandise. You can just 8 sec, you got a free hat because of it, basically. So, good for him, eh? Anyway, we're going over onto King's Row. What the hell?
Pleasure.
I don't know.
A perfect world is a perfect prison.
I don't know what exactly I did, but cool. I'm supposed to look at them, but they look just fine to me. Anyway, going in here on the defense, we are going to have that Kiriko Junker Queen rush style here. Seeing a lot of this in Overwatch League as the potential counter to, a Winston style dive, but looking over the side of the Random Jimmies, we're going to be seeing almost the same thing, but we do have a hero coming in from the shadows. Gosu, aka Sly, returning to the team. No ringers required anymore. Gosu playing over on that DPS here for the side of Random Jimmies. And Shifty Fish coming in for Logic on tank. Anyway, moving forward on in, we do have a bit of a flank right now from connectivity on the high ground, trying to get some kills here. Bronx falls very low, but can't finish him off. But 2 kills already here for side C4C. He's just a bit of a distraction. As Poke walks forward to the front line and takes down his opposite number in the Shifty Fish. And yeah, it's going to be a quick fight win here for the side of the Chimps. It's going to be very tough here, actually, for Bronx to get too much value here on the Torbjorn going into the Echo. But Gosu, the opening pick here right now over on the Shadow. So get the Kirker out of the fight. It's a pretty good start here for the Random Jimmies as Gosu is going to start chucking in those arrows on high. Connectivity falls very low, and Gosu again with another pick. Gosu gets 2 here. Gosu with 9 HP, and now Poke, but I say right now, as Shitty Fish falls very low on the point, but the Shout is able to sustain through all that damage to the Poke team being of Sonic Ronic. But it looks like the C4C are ready to return here and fight this as Poke uses that Shout to get aggressive here, but the Torb turret is in a good position right now. Just spam out some damage. Gosu almost close to this Dragon right now. Poke falls very low here, but EJ can keep him alive here. We'll pull him back. The Casino should re-engage, but they can't do anything to Dragon as well as the Rattle will keep out the point. Gosu with a 3K, goes to 4K. In fact, we'll open up point A, and the Random Jimmies looking a lot better here on King's Row so far. It appears that the C4C might have actually been trolling on the second map swatching their composition, because they did mention in the map break that they were trolling by randomizing their team comp rather than their hero comp, to say. So now they went back to their quote-unquote main roles, and now all of a sudden they're getting destroyed by Gosu over on this Hanzo, putting in some work. Maybe Shifty coming out of Dark Queen as well, potentially leading to a bit of the big rampage over from Poke. Lockdown 3 members with them. It was the anti-nade and no cleanse. No Kiriko insight here to keep that Ninja Jew alive, but it is a 1-for-1. Goes on to connectivity, and it gets to stay a little bit longer. They could potentially since Gosu's in a good position to put in some work on the high ground to slash on through the rampage where Shitty Fish locks out all 3 remaining members. The Tree of Life can't do anything. We're all anti-nated, and a nice beat from Sokka as well. So Shitty Fish somehow has turned his fight back in this team's favor for the huge rampage. A huge play right now coming from Random Jimmies. EJ used that Tree of Life and really can't do too much when you're all anti-nated up. So great play from Shitty Fish with good reaction from them. The lose on Ninja Drew, but comes back even stronger. And now Gosu is in a pretty awesome position right now. Look at him. He's like if Overwatch was awesome. Just kneeling here, going for some kills. Look, some spam. What is this? This is disgusting. He's not hitting anything. What's Blood shooting at? Anyway, Connectivity has a high noon for the re-engage, but Gosu finds the opening pick on Sonic Ronic with the Storm Arrows and the Molten Crow on the point. They can't really get too aggressive here with that. The turret does go down, however, so not the end of the world as Poke's there to sustain, but goes down. The life grip comes through, but just drops right in the dragon! Gosu on the Hanzo is Gosu indeed! Getting so many kills, so many final blows. And the Ram Jimmies are just rampaging right now through King's Row. Saga is in their spawn and gets the kill, the assist on the Sonic Ronic. This is incredible. This is a completely new Ram Jimmy squad than what we saw in Ilios. Sonic Ronic will have this duplicate here for the recontest at this first corner. And really no open speaker right now for the side of Ram Jimmies, but it's just this duplicate right now from Sonic. The turret torque is destroyed. Poke trying to build towards this rampage for the recontest. Again, no cleanse, no Suzu to get rid of that damage, but here comes duplicate here from Sonic running over onto the Brigida. And that might be all they need as Creativity takes down Ninja Drew. So there's only one break on the field. It is for the side of the C4C. The rally here, they're going to go aggressive here on this. Bronk's going to get stunned up. Has the overload, but not going to last for very long. And goes on down. There you have it, one ultimate, one fight victory there for the side of C4C. And now you still have this tree of love. You have the Kitsune Rush. You have the Rampage. But a lot of ults here, almost 5 ults here, first side of Random Jimmy's. They know Poke's here, by the way. I don't know why he's just chilling here waiting for them to come out. They used the cleanse early to keep Poke alive. Now, a Shady Fish could go aggressive here at this. The rally comes out from Ninja Drew, and here comes a Rampage in response from a Shady Fish. A lot of ults being used first side C4C. Here comes the Dragon from Gosu. Does isolate out Poke a little bit here, but Sonic Rock could find Gosu, so an open pick. Poke falling so low, but a nice life grip from EJ brings back to the squad. Connectivity with the high noon, finds a skull on the Bronx, takes the Torpedo out of the fight. So how many ults were used there? That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ults were used in that fight. And that's going to be the C4C coming out on top here. I always say it, I didn't say it here, but point C of King's Row is where time banks go to die. And it appears to be kind of the way it's going right now here for the side of the Ram Jimmies. Bronx has the own core for the re-engage. Only the ultimate on the field right now. Goes to soaping off that Hans over on the Echo as well. Up to Connectivity to shut that down. Pokeball's very weak here, but a nice cleanse as well as a life grip to bring him back to the team well and get him healthied up here. Bronx though has the own core and a lot of speed being guard right for Ram Jimmies. Connectivity falling pretty low here with the Torch Turret spam. Connectivity's gonna go down. So now Gosu is completely uncontested up in the sky. An overload is used here by Brock with the molten core. The icy Poke from this team gonna be bleeding up, but another life grip does not matter. Gosu cracks him down. EJ trying to build towards another tree life here, but Bronx and Gosu, the GPS duo for the Ram Jimmies, are putting in the work. The turret! Poke swings on name, finds a 3-man rampage. But that's not gonna be enough. And the Ram Jimmies with 1:52 in the time bank. A stellar performance from them right now. Completely opposite of what we saw in Ilios. Some signs of life from him right now. And potentially the Life Weaver could be the differential here. EJ, you know, has some great life grips, has some great pedals. The Tree of Life's got some value. But at the same time, there's just too much pressure with this Torm Turret, with the Hanzo spam, with Bronx just chucking in those, I don't want to say it, but molten loads down main. I apologize. The Storm Arrows as well as the Echo Focusing Beam, the Sticky. Just too much pressure all around for the Life Weaver to deal with. And he probably won't be sticking with it. Yes, going to swap over onto the Brigida. But again, they are in spawns. They can change this up. But looking at the defense, it's going to be the same thing we saw on their attack. This Brigida Lucio comp is really unorthodox, but it's working for them right now. It's doing so well. It allows Ninja Drew to get aggressive with, you know, with that proc Inspire, hitting everybody with the mace to the face, and Saga just speeding a Shady Fish around, allowing him to get that healing through the bleed. So I think a great look from so far, but this could be a big swap. The Sojourn actually coming up from Gosu, and that's probably going to be the only swap yet on his way to point A. And we're not seeing too many swaps for now from the side of the Chile Chimps. So he could be seeing this Orisa, Sombra, May, Brig, and Moira comp. Unorthodox to say the least, but could be the counter to this composition. So sadly, the C4 Chimps have gone from being based by switching the composition by a random number generator on Ilios to absolutely cringe lords by running Mei, Sombra, Orisa on King's Row. I can't believe this, how far the mighty have fallen. However, no picks their initial engage right now. There comes a recontest from the random Jimmy. Takes the space, Gosu opens up with a nice pick on a Chad. Just a lot of healing gone right now for C4C. Poke flying very low here. Poke just has to get out with his life. And it looks like he will do so, able to grab that Mega Pack over on the right-hand side. However, Chad going down early from Gosu. A good start now from the random Jimmys. That's one fight win that the other side did not have on their defense. So a great start from them so far. Connectivity not built too much towards this EMP, only 25% here. Let's look at Gosu building up towards that overclock. Very quick, connectivity falls low, but able to stay alive. The Mei wall comes out, the shout and sustain. A Shitty Fish still alive up in the front line here. Sonic trying to put some pressure. Sonic gets hacked up, but Saga's still alive for a bit longer. No, Saga goes down, melted up by Chad's Coalescence. And they're all stuck in that little area. And that's where this Mei and Orisa are going to go crazy in that hotel. And 2 picks coming out here. And now they're getting these staggers out as well. No ult invested, though, from the side of the random Jimmys. Oh, a nice spear from Poke. Gets that final blow. Wait, look at it. Only needs to call Lesson to get point A open up, and look at these stagger kills coming out right now. Ninja Drew is stuck. It appears they've forgotten the change where you could TP to the other spawn and not get staggered out. Now, Shitty Fish used that shout to give the enemy team a little more HP, a little more armor to go off of, a little more ult charge. You gotta love the sportsmanship coming up from him so far. But it's not the end of the world if you are the random Jimmys. You are walking into 4 ults right now from the side of the C4C, but you have 5 ults of your own. Never mind, you swap off of the Junker Queen over onto the Zarya. I like the swap. A lot more self-sustaining, a lot more damage onto Poke in the front line here. But Sonic does have this Blizzard. They do have the Blizzard as well as the Terror Surge combination. Could be a big play. But looking at Gosu here, has this overclock, and has been a game changer so far this map right now. Bronx turret does go down. And a very aggressive Blizzard right now coming through. The Blizzard Terror Surge gets nobody right now, and the beat as well invested. So a lot of ults being thrown on either side, but it looks like so far the advantage right now is for the side of the random Jimmys, but Bronx going down could be the game changer. Sonic flying very low here. The EMP finds 3. Chad with another Coalescence to push forward. Connectivity does go down. A Shitty Fish does get isolated though. Can't sustain through the damage. Ninja Drew has the rally on point, but it's just 3 on 4. Can they turn it here with the help of that break rally? Ninja Drew going very aggressive right now, just trying to walk down EJ. EJ falling very low. Chad just dodging the head drop from Gosu. But the reinforcements are returning right now for the random Jimmys. Could be turnable right now, but there's so much health, so much sustainability on the point right now for C4C with the break still on point. Bronx is there with the overload, trying to stay alive for as long as possible. The bubble comes through, but it's not going to be nearly enough. As now it's a 2 on 5 on point, and that's going to be a single of retreat from the random Jimmys right now. Just get out with their lives if they can. 4.5 minutes now in the time bank for the side of C4C. And a lot of ult being invested on both sides right now. Shitty Fish does get hacked up. And a bad translocate from Connectivity. They isolated him and take him down, so 2 down right now. Random Jimmy's going to push that advantage and go forward here. And Shitty Fish, very high charge, 90%. And has the Graviton Surge for next fight. And Gosu as well flipping off. Going over to the Sombra. And now you just play the waiting game. Can you out-sustain these fight-winning ults right now from C4C and drain that time bank down? You have Graviton Surge, the only ult on the field right now from either side. But Sonic Brown builds it up towards that beat very quickly. Terror Surge as well over online. The hack on Chad to take him down! Gosu is like 8,000 miles away and someone gets the kill on the Moira. The hack up on a Ninja Drew. But really nothing coming out of that one. So that's going to be another minute here off the clock. For free. Gosu, a huge play from him in the backline, getting that kill. EJ though has to rally for the re-engage. Bronx falls very, very low. Someone heal Bronx please, someone heal Bronx please, someone heal Bronx please. There you go. Bronx going to overload to stay alive for a little bit longer. Poke finds the kill over on the turret. They're going to go aggressively on that, but a nice Graviton Surge. All 4 members. The Molten Correlate on top of it as well. But no kills. The rally armor is just too much to sustain through for the Molten Core grab combo. Sonic can use the Blizzard as well as the Terror Surge. Here comes the Molten Core, or the Moira Coalescence here. No kills from any of these, but Sonic, does he get hacked, or Saga, did he get hacked on that beat? I don't know, it didn't come down. And finally, the C4C look to come out on top right now of this fight. You did take 4 ults though out of the C4C if you are the Ram Jimmies, only for the Graviton Surge Molten Core. It's not the end of the world. And now 2 minutes 45 seconds left in the time bank. They have EMP, so that could be enough. Saga swapping off the Lucy over onto the Ana here. Gosu has the EMP though of their own. Ninja Drew has the rally for the sustain for the EMP if needed. Cannot get caught in that. Shitty Fish trying to build up that damage, but it's a 2-man. It only got 2? That's not the best EMP. Never mind, a 5-man EMP comes out from Gosu. But no kills again. Pokeball's very low. They could melt him down. Yes, Poke will eventually fall. Here's probably a big anti-nade from Saga. I believe they caught on all 4 main members of the C4C. And now a time link advantage has been gained for the side of the Random Jimmies. And have the ults building up here yet again. The Nano, the Graviton Surge, the Molten Core. Just the rally really for the response from AJ here for the side of C4C. And no swaps. The EMP only catch out of 2. And Ghost returning with the big 5-man EMP. Ghost up the Sombra over on the Ashe. I don't know about that, honestly. I like the Sombras putting in a lot of work. Hacking up Poke, hacking up EJ. But I guess the long range hit scan connectivity swaps as well up to Cassidy. So I guess a bit of a response onto that. The wall comes up, but nobody's isolated right now. So the C4C really finding no advantage off that. Shitty Fish has a lot of charge here. 97% and counting. 99. Can't get his grab eaten. It doesn't get eaten up. And it's a big one. And a big anti-nade as well on top of it. EJ popped the rally but died instantly. That's a huge loss of an ultimate. And you use that Graviton Surge. You use the Molten Core combo. I don't even know if that Molten Core is necessary. A huge anti-nade out from Saga come out. But you have 3 ults here for the C4C. But if you are the Ram Jimmies, can you get this to overtime? Can you sustain until it's 0-0 on the clock and play for a draw? Or just win the fight outright? I mean, you could do that by just looking at 3 ults here. If Ninja Drew gets nanoed here and builds up that rally very quickly, it's possible. It's very doable. But the Terra Surge Blizzard combo is here yet again. They're going to open up with the Coalescence. And that's not a good start here. Continue with 2. The Nano out to Shitty Fish, but they can't touch the point. It looks like the Terra Surge comes out, slams down. Guess no kills, but Shitty Fish is just alone on the point and 26 seconds. They can't quite get in overtime. Connectivity opens it up with 2 kills. There, a great opening from the Cassidy for C4C, and they're going to get another chance at this attack. 3-3. But the adaptation of both sides here have been excellent so far. The Zarya swept from Shitty Fish when they saw the Orisa, or the Orisa when they saw the Junker Queen. Then the Zarya. Then the Sombra from Gosu to counter the Sombra from the connectivity. Then you got Saga going over onto the Ana for the anti-nades. I think just all around, both these teams have had an excellent showing us map so far. Now it's into extra innings right now. 1 minute compared to 2:27 here for Random Jimmies. Can they hold us off? Can they pull off the quote-unquote upset in our predictions? Will someone be cashing out? To wait and see. Poke's up over onto the Diva? I don't think it's going to stay. Because Shitty Fish might have read this and is going over to the Zarya right away. Potentially expecting the Orisa to come back again. But now Poke is just playing an even worse player, or an even worse tank into the Zarya. Just melting so much damage with Shitty Fish. Shitty Fish putting in a great performance off the bench, fresh off that, returning in middle of map 1. But Gosu over onto the Genji, potentially playing for a win condition with the Nanoblade. Bronx sticking over onto this Torbjorn, connectivity over on the Ashe with the Mercy Pocket. So a big swap up from both sides right now. Both teams complete different looks for this attack and defense here. 1 minute in the time bank here for C4C. See if they can make anything work with it right now. I would not be surprised to see Poke swap early here off of this. Once he sees the Zarya coming through. Or could stick with it. Potentially stick on the Zarya for the, or potentially stick on the Demon for the anti-nade eats. So that could be the read as well. Not trying to counter out the tank, but counter out Saga over on that Ana. But oh my god, Saga so low. But able to stay alive for just a bit longer here. The high ground rotation is going to be called here for inside of C4C. They're going to force off Saga here. Ninja Drew and Sonic are in a really awkward spot, forced to retreat, and now high ground is in complete control right now for C4C. But there are 30 seconds only in the time bank right now, so kind of a one-shot opportunity for them right now to get in here. A nice turret placement though does force Shitty Fish's attention, but the bubbles builds up that damage, builds up that charge very quickly right now. And they're playing this so slow for a side of C4C. Goes in on the backline, connectivity goes down. Chad flying very low. Chad is able to get out alive, but he loses out on that Ashe spam, that Ashe damage. The sleep comes in, not gonna land on anybody. However, Shittyfish is in your front line, putting in the work. The overtime ticker is loading down. Ninja Drew finds a kick over onto Sonic, but so many people are low, but Chad falls! And it doesn't look like a single tick will be guarded here. EJ, with the rally, could sustain for long enough here to continue to turn the fight. Shittyfish. Oh no, a disaster is spilling out for Random Jimmy's. EJ is clutching this up with the rally. Huge plays coming through from the C4C. I don't know how they were able to do that, but they pulled it off. EJ, a huge rally to keep the team alive on the points. But you're looking at the other side. You had the Valkyrie for the contest, but you're going into a grab early here, as well as a rally from Ninja Drew of their own. And Chad goes down early. You gotta push your advantage right now. You gotta go. If you're Random Jimmy, you can hold this. You gotta go. You have the ultimates for this fight. A Shittyfish. He heard my calls. He goes forward. Goes to try to build towards his blade. See if they can't pull this off, but Ghost goes down! It's a 1-for-1 trade, however, if Ninja Drew uses this rally, it could be turnable here. Why is Ninja Drew not with the team? They lose out on the mech. Here comes the grab for Shittyfish probably early. Playing this slowly, it appears. This is going to be side of the Random Jimmy's. But you have 4 ults. You gotta go. It appears they're gonna go for it here. The bomb, it gets stuck it gets stuck. EJ falls very low on the point, gonna go down, but Chad is on the point as the Mercy, but the turret is putting in a lot of work. It's just Chad against the world. It's not gonna work. Gosu with a victory blade as well. But if you are C4C, not the end of the world. You're able to get it past that choke and capture point A.
4-3, switching sides.
I honestly would like to see more aggression coming out from the side of Random Jimmy's there as you got that opening pick on a Chad.
Initiating match.
Go forward. Allow Ghost to put that pressure in on the Ash and push your advantage there. But again, you only get an extra like 5 or so meters from where I called to go in, so not the end of the world. A great showing for Random Jimmy's on the defense on point B. It just came down to EJ clutch on point A for the attack for C4C, but it's very doable now. 2.5 minutes in the bank. Basically hold up on point A. Is Poke actually playing the Doomfist? Is Poke actually playing the Doomfist? It appears that's going to be the call. It's going to be a dive style comes in here with connectivity on the Genji as well. EJ on the Ana, swapping off of that Brigitte. Chad swapping over on the Brigitte themselves off the Mercy. So huge point swap coming in here. Ninja Drew, please do not play Life Weaver. Please do not play Life Weaver. Please do not play Life Weaver. No, please go back to Brig. Please don't play Life Weaver. Please don't play Life Weaver. Everybody's points are in the balance. Okay, thank goodness. Go get back over on the Brigitte. And Ghost could be playing the Echo here, potentially playing for like a copy win condition.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's see what it's about. Connectivity on the Genji here. Try to build for potentially a Nano Blade victory win condition here. Gosu not playing the Genji themselves, playing the Echo. Sonic can't shut this down though with this Cassidy. But the connectivity falls very low there. Forced to retreat a little earlier than they probably would have wanted there. Gosu falls low, but a nice blow from Shittyfish keeps them alive in this fight. Shittyfish gonna walk forward here, try to take some space through Hotel. But connectivity's in a good spot right now. Putting this to work. Gosu goes down early, so a great start right now for inside C4C on the defense. Shittyfish gets anti-nated as well. Connectivity with the deflect kill, well anti-nated on the Bronx, so a great showing from them right now on this defense. Poke gonna go aggressive here on the Saga. Get a kill maybe? Yes! Gosu nailed to keep them alive, throw that pressure. Gosu falls very low as well. And now a minute 45 in the bank. A Shittyfish goes over on the Reinhardt here. So a new look from him as well. Saga 50% towards the Nano, EJ 70% of their own. Sonic does take some bit of damage here, forced to back off a little bit. Can't really keep that sight line for a little bit longer here. Shittyfish walks forward here with that shield, with her charge on in. Just taking the space very aggressively right now. A big anti on the Poke, however, they can't really follow it up. Poke slides back to the enemy's team. Not too much really coming up as of yet. Bronx going up towards that Molten Core. Ninja Drew falls very weak here. The Molten Core does come out. It's a great spot. But Bronx dies mid-cast. However, they can take some space off this. Ninja Drew swaps over on the, or kills the Brigitte. The opposite number, and Nano goes in over on the Ninja Drew. The blade off of connectivity, but nothing. Shittyfish with the swings gets the kills. And now Sonic could get staggered out here. No, will sustain on the point for just a little bit longer here. And now the ults for both sides building up. Are they going to be able to touch here? Is Poke going for the... They're going for the touch, but they don't get it! No, they do! Poke is on point and gets the kill! And here comes the high noon up for connectivity as well. The rally from Chad. They might have brought this back 99.8%. Holy, they somehow brought that back. Do they have a touch in them? It might have to be up to Ninja. 10 seconds remaining here. The charge comes in as long as it's with the rally. The shatter comes down, lockdown to 2! It's gonna be 2 quick kills here for the side of the Chile Chimps. The meteor strike comes out from Poke, slams on down on the point, trying to sustain, but gets only the kill on a Ninja Drew with Connectivity's dash. And now no ult on either side for the final test, the final battle and choke. This is gonna get nuts here, ladies and gentlemen. Who can find the opening pick? Who can put the pressure on the back line? Can Stalker or EJ land a huge anti-nade? It all depends. I'm gonna say on supports here in this fight. Can they get the touch? Can they get the pressure here with the utilities? There could be no connectivity though. It's gonna be 5v4 on the point once the fight actually kind of engages here. Poke goes in for the slam and the punch. The big anti on the Poke. Poke falls solo. Can they kill Poke? The doofus is one. Poke goes down. And that might just be it. And that's gonna be it. They can't touch. No tank presence. The random Jimmies have won King's Row.
Play of the game.
4.7k points to 20. The side of the random Jimmies. The boys are cashing out. Quite the payoff for the two gentlemen with the twos by their names. And we've got ourselves a tied series here, ladies and gentlemen. Random Jimmy's got some fight in them here. Going into our third map. Don't go anywhere. Aurora Overwatch Clash continues after this break.
These beats are the purest. Early.
And welcome on back into the Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 10 matchup between the Random Jimmies and the C4 Chimps. We are going onto our map 3 of Shambali Monastery. And who would have thought, out of all the games that solo cast in the last 2 weeks or so that I call were going to be bangers, this would be the one game that wasn't a 3-0. You know, it's just, what a crazy world we live in, eh? But, of course, you take what's shocking is C4C have lost on King's Road. This is not a drill, ladies and gentlemen. Their homeland, their home turf, they have fallen on it, and they cannot get up. I don't know, I'm trying to make that work. Anyway, going into our map for Shambali Monastery, it appears we'll be seeing the Ramatra coming out here for the side of the C4C. Hooray! I love Ramatra. I don't think we'll be seeing the Wrecking Ball from the Random Jimmies, but I haven't proven wrong before. We do have Nortlogic coming in here, swapping in for Ninja Drew, playing the support here. Ninja Drew might have had to go to work, so good games from him so far tonight. The break on last map was superb, very well done. But looking at the side of the defense here, a lot of spam damage here on this high ground, take advantage of with your Ramatra shield, go aggressive with those pummels in the Nemesis form. And on the side of the Random Jimmies, are they sticking this out? They appear to be sticking this out. They're going to be playing the Wrecking Ball here on Shambali Monastery. Interesting look coming up from them right now. Maybe going for a boop on the far angle, but they already see him. But do they see Bronx? It appears they don't. Bronx can just be annoying right now. Connectivity trying to hunt down this Wrecking Ball. Trying to put in some work. A big roll on through. The slam comes down onto the support line. However, Ramatra is walking forward, putting in the pressure, and gets the kill. Both DPS are down here for the side of the Random Jimmies as the fight really begins to break out here with Poke on the point. Going to be here right back up. Bronx is going to swap over onto the Hanzo off of the Tracer here and Shifty on the Ramatra of their own. Noralja goes down as well as Saga. So support line gets staggered out here at the last second, but now wholesale comp swaps coming through for the Random Jimmies. There's really nothing really coming as a too much right now in terms of fights. Kind of just a spam battle from the Ramatras on both our sides here. Gosu trying to a bit of an off angle here, build up that charge, get a headshot, potentially open it up here on point A. But Connectivity is the one that gets the headshot as well to open it up onto Bronx, the opposite number. Both Hanzos trying to take the battle of the bows. And Connectivity comes out on top this time. Connectivity almost has a dragon here for this fight. Look at Gosu on this flank though. They know they're there. Build that charge there. Poke falls very low, but has a Nemesis form. Puts in those pummels, it appears. Immortality field comes out, but both Immortalities are exchanged. Poke loses on the Nemesis form, but has Annihilation in the flank for Connectivity. Will take down Gosu, so Sojin out of the fight. A nice window comes out. Poke falls very low, but is going to walk on in with the Annihilation as well as a dragon to back him up. And that's going to be another fight victory here for C4C. Using those ults to their advantage here. They use the dragon, they use the Annihilation, they use the window. And only exchange for the window on the side of the Random Jimmy. So not the end of the world, actually. A pretty good fight for them in terms of ult economy. But this first corner is very hard to break here. And the C4C know that. So they're playing this corner as long as they possibly can. The rotation coming through here, though, for the side of the Random Jimmy's up on the high ground here. Take this space, not fight on cart. Force Connectivity off, and looks like it's working right now. The space has been claimed. Bronx down towards this dragon. Shittyfish, though, with Annihilation. Just holding that block. The dragon comes through, but no kills. The Immortality field is there. Nortlogic comes out here with the Transcendence, but the first blood is drawn over onto Connectivity, but it's a 1-for-1 on Nortlogic. Finally, the Annihilation is fading. But they're just fighting up on this high ground. It's a bloody brawl right now, as the cart has not moved. Looks like it's finally moving forward, but Connectivity... I'm going to say Shittyfish, my apologies. Shittyfish is this lone tank left standing EJ, is still on this point for as long as humanly possible. Will eventually go down. But with that stagger, you probably would get the fight at the same exact point you would if you didn't fight on point. CS Feder some ult charge, but Gosu with the Pulse Bomb could open this up early here. No ults except for the window here from Chad. Poke will probably get this Annihilation middle of the fight here, so it could be the fight turner. But if Gosu opens up with a big Pulse Bomb and gets caught out. Oh, can't get healed up. Had the recall, but got greedy. try to hold on to for as long as possible. And now Poke going very aggressive here with the Nemesis form, with the help of the Immortality Field. 22 seconds remaining. Connectivity with a third here, this fight. Bronx can't sustain for any longer here. And that greed could be the end here for Gosu with the Pulse Bomb. Not going to land it. Gosu just has to disappoint, if anything, but they're walking into Annihilation. It does not look good here for the side of the Raven Jimmies here on Shambhala Monastery. Here comes the Annihilation. They're going to walk forward here, going very aggressive here. Just walks past the enemy team, however. The cleanse is there. It's a 1-for-1. Chad goes down. You lose on your support, so that could be a big fight turn here. But Shifty, a 3-man pummel kill from Poke. Okay. Playing a DPS Doomfist there. 1 punch, 3 kills. Out from Poke. Through the window. Bam! The Fists of Fury come on through. But if you are the Raven Jimmies, it's not the end of the map already. You know, Shambhala Monastery is a very defensively favored map, especially on point A, with both these high grounds you can play looking over where the cart progresses. The issue is you didn't get to the end of A, so you don't get to take advantage of the second high ground as well as the flank angles with the mini room. So you gotta basically hold them there at the first corner if you want the shot of winning this map and taking us to match point in your favor. C4C have set themselves up in a pretty darn good spot here for their second map victory here of this map. Oh, I didn't have the desktop audio unmuted. Why didn't anybody tell me? Whatever. That map just didn't have, that first half did not have any gameplay audio. I apologize. A little too much to worry about right now on my end. But yeah, looking at it though, is Norwich actually coming out on the Lifeweaver?
Hello.
It appears that we're actually seeing a Lifeweaver composition here. Potentially, we don't get the second high ground. We get the third high ground by making our own. Toronto.
5, 4,
Toronto.
2, 1.
Whoa, Saga calling out these Moira, who's actually on it. He actually epically latrolled the enemy team. They really have no answer for this. The high ground, though, is in control now, and this Torb spam could be the game changer that the Raven Jimmies need on this defense to hold this first corner. As of right now, Connectivity looking for the opening pick, as he's done so many times so far this game. Gosu goes down, got too greedy yet again in the face of Connectivity. Connectivity to the second here. The overload does get popped out for Blanc, but just a little bit too late here. Might get Connectivity for his troubles, but no, they won't. Connectivity will get the kill. Connectivity is 3. And that's going to be the first corner already broken open here for the C4 Chimps. Gosu swapping over onto the Echo here for a last fight. Shitty Fish onto the Winston. Whole swale comp swaps coming through. But it's going to be a desperation touch, if anything here. Can't even get to the point. Yeah, probably have to be Shitty Fish jumping on in here on the Winston. You get the contestant. Will slam on down and the enemy here. And the nade does come up, but Connectivity again gets Gosu with the Storm Arrows. Connectivity on the Hanzo, my goodness gracious. That's probably going to be the map here, ladies and gentlemen. Connectivity calls game. The Dragon as well. Connectivity with 4. And, yep. C4C, that stands for Connectivity 4K with a C. Or Connectivity 4 kills with the C, because, yeah, I'm very clever. But you look at it, that's going to be a pretty big points victory for the side of C4. Whoever better than, oh wait, that would be me and somebody else. I'm not sure who you are, other person, but we are eating well tonight. Now we are here at match point here for a side of C4C. The 3-1 curse can be flipped on its head. Do not go anywhere. Map 4 is around the corner after this break.
beats are the purest. Early.
And welcome on back to the Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 10 matchup between the C4C and the Random Jimmies. The fourth map here is going to be Coliseo, so look at it here, probably seeing some brawly styles on both our sides. Would be surprised to see anything different, maybe a poke Winston or Doofus, question mark? I don't know, would we be so lucky? I suppose I can start another prediction here. Let's go ahead and who wins map 4? Woo, yay. Make sure you get your predictions in now. But if you have just joined us, thank you all for tuning in. We do appreciate it very much here at the Aurora Overwatch Clash. Let's see what I want to plug. Make sure to check out our merch store on our website. Make sure to use your Twitch Primes. Make sure to boost your server, and make sure to donate via Venmo if you want. I don't care. Get your name in for that merch drawing here at the end of the season. We get a free piece of swag, eh? But looking at the side of the C4C, looking at the side of the Chile Chimps, we are going to be having the Poke Winston. This is probably going to be the comp they run out on. I don't think we'll see the Hog from a Shitty Fish. Unless he's up for cranking. I'm not quite sure if he is up for cranking just yet, but it appears we're cranking. We are cranking our Hog as a Shitty Fish locks over on the Roadhog and walks on out. This is definitely one of the comps ever played in Overwatch on Coliseo. The Hog, Junkrat, Tracer, Brig, Lifeweaver. Now that is definitely something I've seen in my life. But going over into kind of a dive-heavy style of the C4C. It's not the worst comp in the world, I suppose, because you can just kind of walk forward and hold that space for being a big, strong man on that Roadhog. Using that take a breather early here at the point does flip a little bit here in favor of the Random Jimmies for just a moment. Just both teams both potting and poking right now. This Tracer duo on the side, this Tracer Brig duo on the side is just going back and forth as the team just fighting on point. Bronx falls very low though. Bronx just trying to stay alive for as long as they can. They're going to stay alive. No picks on either side right now. I love Coliseo. But there you go. The first pick comes in off the hook of Shitty Fish. With EJ down, Sunrock can't play nearly as aggressively on the Tracer and Poke as well. So that's going to be 2 kills here. Saga will die, but Bronx cleans it up. Bronx, can they cook connectivity as well? Yes, Bronx with the Junkrat. Gets the kills. And somehow the Hog comp has won a fight. I don't know why I just witnessed. The Random Jimmies are truly a breed of their own. It's a one-on-one Tracer duel in the Mega Room right now between Sonic, Ronic, and Gosu. Both Tracers have Pulse Bomb. Can Connectivity get the opening pick potentially here on the point Ed been doing all game? The Dragons is going to go down. Does not hit anybody. Bronxo is kind of isolated there on the side. It's a 1-for-1 though, as Sonic Run goes down to a stray mine post-death from Bronx. The Pulse Bomb lands over to Poke and he finds the kill! The tank is down! Can they kill Connectivity? Yes they can. Shifty on the Roadhog, a hero he's known for, making it work. Look at EJ going very aggressive here in the back line. Will kill Gosu, but has he overstayed his welcome? It doesn't look like it though. As the Random Jimmies are just kind of allowing them to take a bit of space back Poke has swapped over onto the Reset and Connectivity over onto the Mei. So wholesale swaps here for the side of the C4C. As the point still hasn't progressed back for the side of the Random Jimmies, they're going to have this fight in main just where they want it here. Bronx has a tire. Sonic has the pulse button. Could be a good ultimate here if he lands it on potentially a Junkrat or something. I'm not exactly sure. Well, the ult for the Random Jimmies is pretty substantial as well. You have the rally, you have the Tree of Life. The rally top first here by Nodra. Both rallies are used, and there's fighting on point right now. The Tree of Life gets thrown as well by Saga. So basically, Nord is unkillable, is antenated up. Someone is in the trap for Bronx, however, they're able to get out of it. And what is going on right now? I literally don't know what I'm watching. Gosu gets the kill over on a chance, a 1-for-1 though. Bronx goes down, can't use a tire. And EJ going aggressive here. Although Brigida will find two. With a third for EJ. Poke using that Terror Surge. Not really sure if that was necessary, but they do get the kills. So there you have it. That's going to be a fight win here for the side of the C4C. They will have the Nana, they will have the Blizzard here for this next upcoming fight. Shitty Fish jumping off of the Roadhog. We're onto Zari here for this upcoming battle. Bronx still has his tire, and they're going to go to touch here before the kind of golden line of a victory for the side of C4C. Oh, Sonic Ronto's in the back line, ready for an aggressive push here. The Life Weaver pull out of the Blizzard is good. They're gonna get the kill. Oh, it's a 1-for-1, but Connectivity is gonna land the icicle onto the tire, take that out. Shitty Fish very high charge here, 6%, but Gosu has been isolated over on the other side. Oh, the life grip is not good. Shitty Fish gets pulled into the enemy team out the high ground. Something tells me that Life Weaver is not the meta here. I believe every single time we've seen a Life Weaver, the team has lost. So that might be saying something. But the point is close to the checkpoint, close to that butt scratch. Will they give it to him? It appears that's going to be the case. Yes, they are going to give it over the butt scratch before the recontest comes on through. Gosu does have this pulse bomb, looking to stick it over, and EJ does not land it. And EJ has this rally on point, looking to lock it down. He's in the trap, but they can't really kill him through the rally and the nano as well. The tree comes up, the Tree of Life over on the bridge, but the Tree of Life cannot sustain 2 kills for the Chile Chimps. Neurologic is antenated up and is walking down Chad. They will kill 2. The spawn advantage here is going to be in favor of the Random Jimmies, but the point is still in favor of C4C as they push past towards that checkpoint past the butt scratch. Looking to get even more progress up over on the bridge. They will have Connectivity. We'll have another Blizzard coming up, as well as Poke having the Terror Surge. They like this combo, as we've seen so far. Saga salts off of the Life Weaver over on the Ana, by the way. I don't know if I called that out. Shitty Fish will have the Graviton Surge. Nort with the rally. So a lot of ults here for both our sides, but its Connectivity opens it up with an icicle headshot. Sonic Aurora goes off the map! And Saga hits a pretty darn good anti-nade, but the grab finds nothing. It finds a black hole to void to space. The Terror Surge comes down, locks down 2 members with a lot of damage. Saga is very weak. Somehow the spear landed, I suppose. Very forgiving hitbox. Bronx is walking down main, just donk walking it on the Junkrat. We'll find Chad. But that's going to be a C4C clutching out here and pushing the point ever so close towards that finish line. 3 minutes in the time bank here for the Random Jimmies to make a comeback, but a nice spear from Poke sends Shitty Fish back even further. EJ has the rally here. Bronx with the tire. Which team can use their one ultimate even better? Sonic Runner does the pulse bomb, so never mind. That statement made no sense. Pulse bomb. A move of flank here. Sonic Runner returning after his sabbatical off the map. Gosu can't even. They didn't use any ultimate to get that kill on a Gosu. They're gonna walk forward here. Okay, they're gonna walk forward here with the rally. It appears to be working as Shitty Fish gets isolated behind the wall of Connectivity. Let's just say Sonic Ronic is going to VOD review and improve as a player after this one, after these Tracer performances. Comes in with a tire, but Poke with the spear is going to take that down. Gosu is here, try to put anything on the board for his side, but just the nade kill takes him out. And we are going to get a full cap on Coliseo, and that's going to be a 3-1 victory for the Chile Chimps. against the Random Jimmies. The 3-1 curse has been flipped in their favor for today. But the Random Jimmies had a fight in them. They played this match a lot closer than I think a lot of people expected. So shout out to them for a great performance. Once Slide Blades returned, they got rid of the ringers. They got the team synergy back. The Ramness was there. But they couldn't overcome the VOD review and improvements as players that the Chile Chimps have had. So that's going to do it for us here at Aurora Overwatch Clash. If I had to pick a player of the match, it's going to be Connectivity. But since I'm solo casting, I don't want to do an interview. My voice hurts. But Connectivity, congratulations on the player of the match. You had some great performances on the Hanzo, on the Mei, on the Cassie. Everything you played. Hitting doinks, hitting headshots. So great job from you. So I guess we'll run a quick 1-minute thing. But in the meantime, if you're still around, we thank you all so much for tuning in to the Aurora Overwatch Clash Week 10. Our next match, looking at our match times, is going to be so Tuesday at 7 p.m. we have the Paris Pair of Plans going against the Washington Overwatch team in our second to last Week 10 match of that week. Moving on to Week 11 before then, we have a match on Friday, May 5th, between the Charmin Shapeshifters and the Junkyard Dogs. Should be a good one. Yep. I'm just trying to stall for time. If you haven't done so already, you can, of course, boost the server or use your Twitch Prime subscription on our page or donate to the channel as well to get in on that merch drawing at the end of the season to earn yourself a free piece of merch. If you have ordered merch, it just arrived today. I'll be sending out some information on how to claim it, as well as payment/shipping addresses, etc. And that's going to be it. Once this air break runs out, there we go, 1 second, and we are done. We are back. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this 3-1 game between the Chile Chimps and the Random Jimmies. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody.